Hey Cancer, I'm here with your April 19th through the 26th weekly reading. My kids are home, so you may hear them in the background. I tried actually doing this while they weren't here, but I don't know, something kept happening, so, but we will work with it and move on. So let's see what's happening with your oracle cards. This is your Shadowscapes Tarot, Animal Spirit, Moonology, and Oracle of the Fairy Realm. So you have the Lovers, so that's looking good. Oh, Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. Full Moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan, and the Gossamer Princess, for communication, relationship work to be done. Okay, well, I said it was starting out good, and I still see good things here, okay? But I do think that the message is pretty straight to the point, definitely focused on a relationship. You might even be focused on attracting a soulmate, maybe, but you're definitely... you're kind of focused on love for this week. Your advice is to take a time out, okay? I think this take a time out is, with your other cards here, you need to just kind of take a time out and try and distance yourself from the situation just a little bit. Try meditating and, you know, just quieting your mind a little bit, maybe even focusing on something else for a little bit, so you can, you know, sometimes when you're working on something else, you know, you get like an aha moment on something that's been bothering you. So when I see your dreams need a practical plan, I don't see... Really what I'm seeing here is that you're just really kind of focusing on the end, okay, the outcome, which is kind of funny because there was a few signs I was telling, stop focusing on the how, stop focusing, you know, trying to over-plan how you're going to achieve this or how you're going to attract this into your life. You're the opposite, though. You are kind of, what I'm feeling is like you've heard that before, is really what I'm feeling. So you're like, I'm not focusing on the why. I'm not focusing on the why. I'm not closing myself in. So I'm just going to focus on what I want. I'm just going to focus on the outcome. There's a very fine line, though, between just focusing on the outcome and, well, you know, focusing on the outcome, but still having a loose, flexible plan in place, okay? So really what it comes down to is kind of like inspired action, okay? It's not like you can wish to win the lottery but never buy a ticket type of thing, okay? There's still some things that you have to do in order to achieve what you're wanting. And for those of you that are in a relationship and, you know, might be kind of going through a rough patch right now, or things are just off or something of that nature, you know, you're kind of having to go back to the relationship and actually put in work on it. Both of you really open up communication. If this is important to you, you need to let the other person know how important it is and how you are willing to work on it, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for the overall energy for the week. So let's get into your general reading and see what's happening for the week of April 19th through the 26th for Cancer. What is their focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome? Please and thank you. All right. Too many cards. Alrighty. Cancer, April 19th through the 26th. Advice, focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome, please, and thank you. Got two that came out there. Okay, so there's some heartbreak. All right, so here you have lots of major arcana showing up. Three of Pentacles and Temperance. So you're working on finding balance. You want to find balance with someone, okay? You want to find harmony. The Three of Pentacles normally talks to me about teamwork, you know, especially on this side, but I'm reading it a little bit different for your situation and just your other cards, is that the teamwork isn't there. It's like someone is willing to work on this, but there's no balance or harmony, okay? There's no, it's like he's working on it by himself. He's like, they're ready to like lend a hand, offer a hand, or work on something. And when I say him, I just mean it's a him in the card. It can be your energy or theirs. But it's like only one of you has showed up to work. And, you know, only one of you is really trying to get this balance in this. So I'm very much seeing a relationship here. It could be in the workplace. It could just be, you know, this could be at work as well, okay? So read it however you want. This is general. So take what resonates and apply it to your situation, and, you know, leave what doesn't, because that's for someone else. Your focus is some kind of betrayal or heartbreak. Like I said, this is general, but your love was in your oracle, so I think it's kind of overtaking your life right now. But this could be at work for some of you, like someone like stabbed you in the back and you like are really hurt by this betrayal. But so you're kind of focused on that right now. Your obstacle is that a cycle needs to end, okay, and it's not ending. Something's still kind of lingering around. Maybe one or both of you can't let it end. And it doesn't mean the relationship has to end, okay? If this is a relationship, it just means that y'all are in this cycle, okay? And it's like a never-ending cycle. And it's like, when are we going to break free of this cycle? You know, it's toxic. It doesn't serve anybody. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like a never-ending circle. And you guys can't break free of it or break out of it. Your advice is the King of Pentacles. Take, you know, but this is the backside of them. Take time for yourself, okay? Save some stuff. Save some things for yourself, all right? There's not a whole lot of teamwork here at the moment, and there definitely needs to be some communication, but it's okay for you to take a moment, take a time out, you know, kind of gather your thoughts and, you know, what you really are hoping to get out of the situation, and kind of like, you know, not until you've done that, you know, don't even really bother going to the other person, because until you have like, I want to say like a well thought out argument, but that's not really, it's not an argument, but like, you know, until you have like your thoughts in order, you know, it's kind of hard for you to get anything to them. You know, it's like you want it to be logical, you want it to be well thought out when you go to them, and you kind of lay it all out on the table for them. So we do have Justice, but it's like nobody's feeling the outcome is nobody's feeling like justice was served, was here. Nobody's really feeling like a decision was made, or, you know, that y'all are being honest with one another. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you, Cancer. Let's clarify these cards for Cancer for April 19th through the 26th. Please and thank you. Alright, why is the Three of Swords here as the focus for Cancer for April 19th through the 26th? Please and thank you. The High Priestess in reversed. Again, not really... You're not even really trusting yourself. You're not trusting the situation. There's just no trust here. Whatever this betrayal was, it was pretty big. Okay. Okay, why is the world here as the obstacle for Cancer for April 19th through the 26th? Why is the world here as the obstacle? Please and thank you. Queen of Cups in reverse. There's just someone's either cut off from cut their emotions off from the situation, or both of you have, really, is kind of what I'm seeing. There's just nobody's really expressing their emotions. And go upstairs. Nobody's communicating their emotions here, okay? They're just kind of detaching from them. Alright, why is the King of Pentacles here? So definitely some moving on going to be happening for some of you. And the advice, you know, for the advice, I think you should leave the situation, actually. Take, you know, save some stuff for you, kind of get what you need to move forward, take it with you, and, you know, kind of don't look back. He's not looking back. So, and this is just for a week. You may have to leave the situation just to kind of, you know, get some space, so you can really think about the situation and what you want to do. But you definitely need some distance. Okay, why is the Justice here as the potential outcome for April 19th through the 26th for Cancer? Please and thank you. Knight of Cups. Again, sorry. As far as emotions, nothing's being offered, no action's being taken. There's just, nobody's really willing to show how they feel or open communication about that. You know, someone may be left kind of standing alone, you know, kind of back to the overall energy. But, you know, both your emotion cards here are in the reverse. No one is open emotionally to the situation, and no one is taking action. All right, so let's get into your love reading, even though that did feel a lot like a love reading, but we'll get into it. So April 19th through the 26th for my Cancers and love. What messages do you have for April 19th through the 26th for my Cancers and love? Please and thank you. I feel like it's that one. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So with all of that came up in your general reading, there still is a chance for a reconciliation for some of you. I say that for some of you because just because I say reconciliation here, this is general, and there are some situations that do not or should not be reconciled, okay, like toxic or abusive relationships. So if that is kind of what you were dealing with, that's not the advice here, because I don't feel like the cards would ever advise for you to go back to something like that. So I just have to throw that out there. So, all right, but, you know, for most of you, it's looking like a reconciliation is possible, but let's see what the cards say. And I feel like you know in your gut whether it's possible or not, okay? You kind of know whether you want it or not, and I'm pretty sure that you kind of know the other person well enough to know if if it's really worth going back to. Because just because a reconciliation is possible, that doesn't always mean that that's something you want, or that would be good for you. So let's see what the cards say. All right. Cancer, love, past, current energy, and future. All right. One more card for the past energy. I wanted to do it a different way, but the cards have spoken. They don't want to do it that way. They never do. Not these cards anyways. I wanted to go ahead and lay the whole spread out, but they like it better this way. This deck does. It doesn't like being laid out all at once. All right, one more card for, there we go. Just one. Okay, so in the recent past, there were no new beginnings being taken in this situation. There was no leap of faith. In fact, I'm really feeling that you had lost all faith, or someone had lost all faith in this relationship or this situation. Somebody was definitely not happy. It did not bring them joy anymore. And the Page of Cups, I see communication about, the Page of Cups normally does talk about communication, or, new communication coming in about a situation and about emotions, but I really just see, I'm really focused at just how, like, she looks sad to me in this instance, and, like, maybe wishing that she could send, open up emotionally to it, or communicate, or open up communication, but I don't think it actually happened, or if it was, I just don't see I don't see it. I see it more like it was, sad, and maybe, if there was new communication, it wasn't with the person that you were with, that was, that you were kind of over or done with the situation. You might have looked somewhere new. All right, your current energy, one more card for the current energy, is you're not feeling like you're very lucky right now, okay? And you're not feeling like the universe is on your side at the moment. You're also someone maybe having commitment issues here, or you may just be kind of coming down. Remember how I said in your oracle cards that came up, one of them was like, talking about kind of having a practical plan for your goals and dreams and that type of thing. And so I see you coming down. I feel like your head's kind of out of the clouds a little bit, and you're doing that. You're coming back down to reality, and you're like, okay, this is what I want. I want this happy family. I want this 10 of Cups. This is what you want, okay? And you're coming back down to reality about it because you felt, like the universe wasn't on your side, that you really weren't getting any help with it. And so now you're like, well, maybe I need to relook at this, relook at the situation, kind of, maybe I need a better plan in place or something, because this is what I want, and I'm serious about this. I want a happily ever after. I want, to be fulfilled emotionally, and so you're just coming back to, you're coming to back to reality about it, and, I'm seeing you're willing to put in the work, okay? So let's see what the near future holds What's the outcome for April 19th through the 26th for Cancer? All right, so we have the High Priestess. She did come out in your general, but she was reversed. Look, you start trusting yourself. You get this trust in yourself. You start trusting even the universe. You trust your intuition. You're getting the trust in yourself is really what I'm seeing here. Okay? Whenever I see the High Priestess, upright in your reading, it's like I always read it as a positive. And I really just see it as intuition, and the butterflies all around her, they're kind of like transformation. So I feel like you do go through some kind of transformation. It's probably been going on longer than just this week. You've probably been going through it, but you're really, really starting to see the outcome and the results of the work that you've been putting in. And I really do feel like it's all because you've kind of narrowed down your options and come back to earth. And I know that kind of sounds a little critical, and I don't mean it like that. We should all have those times where we dream big and are just kind of riding dragons in the sky type of thing. But at some point, we all have to come back down to reality, buckle down on what we want, and then go after it. And that's exactly what's happening with you. All right, 2 more cards for possible outcome for April 19th through the 26th for Cancer. Please and thank you. 2 more cards. There's one. You're letting your guard down. You're letting your guard down and are opening yourself to receiving what it is you're going after, okay? You're no longer so guarded in this situation. All right, 1 more card out for the possible outcome for Cancer for April 19th through the 26th. Please and thank you. I guess since that one's sticking straight up. And look, you get over this. You're over the pain. You're healing and you're moving on from hitting rock bottom, from having all those swords in your back, being stabbed in the back type of thing. You move on from it, okay? You're able to move past it. And if this is a reconciliation, this is looking good, because it's in order for a reconciliation to really happen, because I feel like some big things had to happen for the Fool and the Sun to be in the reverse, okay? For you to completely lose faith and happiness in a situation, I feel like there had to have been something big. You did have the 3 of Swords, so could have been a third-party situation that happened, but there was definitely a lot of betrayal, and you felt betrayed and hurt, okay? You were hurt. But I see if there is a reconciliation here, you do let your guard down from this person, and you are genuinely able to move past and heal from these swords and from the past. Because if this was in the upright, I would be a little worried, because it'd be like, yeah, you might be reconciling with this person, but you're still holding a grudge. You're still holding on to all this pain and hurt. But you let it go. You let your guard down, because you're trusting your intuition. You're trusting yourself to make the right decision and to do the right thing. And you're having faith. I almost see the High Priestess as having faith, but it's more like a spiritual level, that having faith in yourself. So I do see the Fool kind of as the High Priestess a little bit. But like I say, I feel like it's way more spiritual and more of a faith in yourself type of thing. So this is looking good. I would definitely want to see this here, okay? Especially if there's a reconciliation, because you don't want to bring that baggage back into this reconciliation, because it's just going to be that cycle that doesn't ever end, okay? You have to get over and seriously move past the hurt, let your guard down to heal one another from, all of this. And so you can start a new relationship. A lot of the times I will say a new relationship, and it's like, well, I want to be with my other person. It's like, well, you can still be with that person. It's just that it's going to be a new relationship. You don't want the old relationship. It didn't work. You can still be with the same person that you were from the past and have a completely different relationship. And that's what I'm seeing here. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. I will see you next Friday.